One of the projects you'll be working on this semester is an e-portfolio. This video will walk you through all the steps to create your e-portfolio using Google Sites. Your portfolio is going to include some of the projects and assignments you have in this class and some additional information that you'll put together. We're using AMCAS as a guide for this e-portfolio. AMCAS is the American Medical College Application Service. It's basically the centralized medical school application process. If you're not applying to medical school and you're thinking about a different type of health profession, you'll likely use a different but similar centralized application tool. So if you'd like to modify the e-portfolio to relate better to your specific pre-health program, you can go to the Health Professions website from USF, and on the page about exploring health professions careers, if you scroll to the bottom, you'll see application and testing information. So that'll let you know what that application looks like. And they also have on the involvement and activities page under tracking activities sample e-portfolios for other types of health professions. So you can look for these examples to see if you'd like to modify your e-portfolio to better align with whatever program you intend to apply to. But for now, we're going to practice using the template for AMCAS. So the first thing you'll need to do is navigate to Google Sites, sites.google.com, and you're going to create your site. So you'll click on this Create button. One of the things we've done is created a template for you. So if you click on the gallery, you'll be able to find that template. Let me say first though, I am using Internet Explorer to create this portfolio. If you use Google Chrome, you'll most likely have a lot more tools available to use in setting up the portfolio, different templates and layouts and things like that. And the sites, as you set them up, might look a little bit different than what I'm showing you today. So if we want to find the template, we'll go to the gallery, and the template is called SLS2901. So when you type that in and search, you'll see the USF SLS2901 e-portfolio for health, pre-health sections. So click on that, and then down here at the bottom, select. So this will import that template into my site. The next thing you'll need to do is name your site. I'm going to call mine Sample Pre-Health. You'll see whatever name becomes part of the URL. If for some reason the name you create is not available, a notification will indicate down here under the URL to let you know. I'm going to select I'm Not a Robot and then Create to get started. Oh, there we go. Pre-health not available, so just modify it a little bit. And create the site. So this will take a few minutes because the site is importing all of the structure from the template that we created for the pre-health profession students. And I will say while it's loading that you have the opportunity to modify this template if you'd like. So we see a notification here that this template's from USF's Health Profession Advising. So here gives you the basic structure of what you'll be creating with your e-portfolio and lets you know the different things your instructor is going to be looking for. So you can see there's an AMCAS application section with several sub-pages that we'll go through. And then down here, opportunity for you to upload the additional assignments and projects that you are working on into your portfolio. So you've got the research paper, the resume, shadowing assignment, and write-ups, those career research projects. So let's look a little bit at Google Sites and what the features are. With all of these pages, you'll see instructional text that lets you know what your instructor would like for you to do with these different pages. So as you go through and edit them, you'll want to make sure to delete that instructional text. To edit a page, you can use this pencil button up here at the top. If you needed to add a page, you can click on this Create Page button. It's got the page icon. So if you were going to use a different type of application, let's say the optometry application service, you might modify the pages a little bit in order to match what you need to prepare for that application. You can also delete pages by going to the More Actions page, which has the gear icon, and then on the menu, whatever page you're on, if eligible, will show you to delete the page. So let me show you on the Manage Site page. So go to More Actions, Manage Site, how you can modify the template. So if you click on Themes, Colors, and Fonts, it'll show you different options for how you can set this up a little bit differently. You can leave it as it is if you want, or you can make those changes, whatever you prefer. I also want to show you on the More Actions site, Manage Sites, there is a tab here for sharing and permissions. So one of the things that's important is that your portfolio is public so your instructor can view it. There is some information in this template that you might want to make private. For example, there's a biographic information section. So if you start putting content there, that might not be things you want anyone on the web to see. So you can use this sharing and permissions page to set up how you want your site to look and who you want to have access to it. Google Help has a page with instructions about how to share your site and then how to set up different permissions if you need to. Let's go back to the ePortfolio and look at how you can edit it. So we'll go to the pencil icon and we'll start with the home page. So all of this is instructional text, so I'm just going to delete that. The instructional text does show you the type of information that your instructor will be looking for. And for this page, it's things like a biography, a photo, some information about yourself. So I've prepared that in a Word document, so I'm just going to copy and paste it here. And a little bit of formatting is necessary to fix all that. But using these tools here with insert and formatting, you can set up this homepage how you'd like and add videos or photos or other items. But this is kind of your welcome page. So we're going to save that. The next part is the different sections of the AMCAS application, and there's different instructional text for each of these items. So this is basically preparing you with all the information that you're going to have to gather to submit your application. So you can see there's 6 different subpages. The first one you can look at is schools attended, and some of this might not be relevant to you at this point. So for the ePortfolio at this point, we're going to work on updating your colleges and high school. So once you click on the subpages, it'll bring you to a page. And here's that reminder, you can use this pencil button to edit. So for this portion, I'm just going to add my college. And if you've attended other colleges, you'll have multiple entries. I've got a Word document over here, and I'm just going to copy and paste. So for each of these indicators, you'll fill out more information about the school you went to, where it's located, and what type of institution and how long you were there. For your high school, you'll put in the school you graduated from. So again, you can use this pencil icon, delete that instructional text, and then add in your appropriate content. The next page we should look at is the biographic information. So this also has several subpages. This is not necessary to include in your ePortfolio, but it gives you an idea of the different items that you'll need to get together for your application. So if you were to start inputting information here, this is where you might want to modify that information or make the page private. Your coursework is another page that we're going to be working on. So for this, you can get started by adding the classes that you've already taken or that you're in progress of taking, and this will just help you start tracking that information. Typically, people use an official transcript to gather all the information that they need for the coursework section. So I'm just going to delete the instructional text, and I'm going to add in the courses that I'm taking this semester just to help me start tracking. So I've copied and pasted that from another document where it's prepared. And the instructional text lets you know all the types of information you're going to need. The work and activities page is where you'll put your extracurricular activities. So this is where you're going to put things like jobs, volunteer work, clubs and organizations, things like that. This lets you know a little bit more about what you're going to be including on your application, which includes an explanation of the different experiences. So think about a few things that you might be able to already start thinking about. You can see here on the AMCAS application, you can include up to 15 experiences. So over the course of the next few years, you'll probably narrow down your experiences in order to pick the most relevant ones. But you can start with some of the things that you've already done. So I'm going to modify experience 1 and edit that. So delete the instructional text. And I've got an experience description over here that I'm just going to copy and paste. And this matches the outline for what you'll need to include about the experience. So the type of experience, dates, hours, organization, where it's located, a contact, and then my description of the experience. The letters of evaluation page is where you're going to document who's writing your letters of recommendation. So you don't need to store your letters here or publish that type of information, but just for your organization and record keeping, you can use this to document who's writing those letters for you. The essay is your personal statement that you'll be including in your application, and you're going to be practicing and thinking about some of these topics in your class. So this is something that you can create a draft of for your ePortfolio. So I'm going to edit this page. You can either copy and paste your content into the text box, or you can upload a file that you have stored on your computer, or you can actually upload a Google Doc pretty easily too. I'm just going to copy and paste my statement that I have prepared so you can see what that looks like embedded in the page. And I'll save that. So those are the 6 areas that you'll be working on for the AMCAS application section. The My Documents is an extra page that just allows you to have a space to upload files or document other experiences over the next few years if you continue to use your ePortfolio. The research paper is an assignment you'll do for the course, and so you can upload the file on this page. Your resume can also be uploaded the same way, or if you want to, you can edit this page and copy and paste your resume into the text box. So I've got my resume, so I'm just going to paste it in. And there might be some editing that needs to be done with formatting and things like that, but I like the look of having that resume on the page without having to open anything else. Then your shadowing assignment can be uploaded. You'll have several different files to document with that assignment to include on your ePortfolio. And finally, your career write-ups research will be included, again, uploading the file. So this walks you through all the different pages that you'll have on your ePortfolio. The instructional text and the template makes it really easy to know what you need to do and where things are located. If you need more help with Google Sites, you can utilize lynda.com. Through USF, you have access to lots of tutorials and instructional videos there, and the librarians in the Digital Media Commons can also help you with navigating Google Sites.